Yep. Steph from Twisted History, we're just about to start our investigation, so Dan's just going to be going through some equipment, and yeah.
Can you use an oscilloscope? Cool. So this is a K2 meter. So it's an EMF detector. So EMF for electromagnetic fields, electromagnetic forces, is what they say that spirits give off. All of the lights in here give off EMF. Power lights give off EMF. The original electricity, when it starts going off, that's where it becomes flashing what we would consider paranormal. So that's why we use these. So pretty simple to turn on. You press the button on the front, you see your lights come on. You hold it out in front of you, you sit it down on the ground, you don't shake it around, otherwise it will start going off and you'll be like, ooh, there's a ghost over there. It's like, no, you're just shaking the meter. So if these start going, the first thing you look for is any electricity in the fields around. So if someone's got a text message on their phone, brings you to the next point, can everyone chuck their phones on aeroplane mode before you start?
I did tell them.
Awesome, fantastic, there we go. So, these ones can be quite difficult to make go off. They start at about 1.5 milligauss, which is what we measure EMF in. They go up to 20 plus. If you're in the red zone, that's where you're going to start feeling it in the air. That's when they say the atmosphere is electric. That's where it's going to start going off. So I've got a number of those to hand out. So who would like to go with one of the K2s?
Oh my God, there's only one.
One more? Going once, going twice? Sure. Easy. Alright, next one, we've got some more EMF detectors. A lot of this stuff detects our EMF. So we've got our ghost meters and ghost meter probes. So ghost meters, very simple EMF detector. These ones are very, very sensitive, so make sure you don't shake them until the line from the needle moves. These ones go from 0 to 5 milligauss, so they're smaller range than the K2s, so these don't take a lot less to go off. But if you do shake them, you move the needle, the lights start flashing. So what we're looking for is for the lights to flash. So the outside or holding it again, same as the K2. So I've got two of the ghost meters to hand out. Who wants to play with mine? We are going to be here for 2 hours. You can swap and change equipment with other people if you want to have a go with it, I'm sure. So unless someone's getting a lot of activity or something, they'll be more than willing to give it out to you. One more? Yep, there we go. Easy. Same way as the K2, push the button, off you go. So these are the Ghost Meter Pros. So the Ghost Meter Pros, same type of thing as the Ghost Meter, but these are set to what we call mode 4. These have 4 modes. They're set to mode 4 conversation mode. So in conversation mode, the idea is that if you encounter an EMF or potentially a spirit, light will illuminate red and then stay red, and then you can ask yes or no questions. 1 flash for yes, 2 flashes for no, and you can potentially interact directly with a spirit or so here he goes. So who wants to have a shot with the pros? One over there. Very excited. Easy. Another end of the detector, this one's called the Rook. So it sounds like a demon when it actually cranks up, so it makes quite a loud noise. But this one is supposed to be shielded by mobile phones and interference. But again, same premise as the other EMF detectors. You hold still, the more lights you get lit up, the stronger the EMF that you're encountering. So who wants to play with that one? Yes. Yep. You just put the switch across. I've had people say it looks like a communicator from Star Trek. I don't think you can talk to anyone. Alright. Then we've got our thermal, we've got our infrared thermometers. So our infrared thermometers, batteries. So we've got one. And a molecule. Alright, so infrared thermometer, point and shoot. So laser pointer, so a that's what the laser's for. So the schedule we're pointing at. So what we're looking for is your temperature reading. So you're looking for rises and falls of 5 degrees. So if you're standing in a room, you take your temperature when you first walk in. Say cool, ambient temperature at the moment is about 14.7 degrees, pointing at the floor. If I pointed at the roof, I might get a different temperature. So take into account what surface you're pointing at as well. If you pointed at someone, obviously it's going to be quite high, and if you're aiming a laser in their eyes, they'll be blind for a second, so you're going to be on their sides. We're all going to have fun to injure each other. So with these, you've got to be quite careful with them. So, but you're looking, as I said, you're looking for rise and falls 5 degrees again. Cool. We've now got 2. Fantastic. So who wants to have a shot with those ones?
You can swap around. You don't. Oh, awesome. Hello. Come through. You're the ones that rang me late? Yes. Subject, awesome. So you owe me money. 3, awesome. Is that right, honey? I owe you. All right, let me find you some. I'll have to go and find you some change. You can tell which bit I do.
Alright. Last two rounds of the moment. Going once. Yep, go. Otherwise, you can one second.
Yeah, you can like ring. I was looking at 3 girls that are just coming to sign a waiver. So potentially we don't treat it as in America, so they just need to sign a waiver to the tax agency.
Alright, so this is one of our fun ones. This is one of our brand new pieces of equipment. This is our handheld thermal camera. So, just going to turn it on. So, ground.
It's just a thermal camera.
No, that's not going to show you.
It's not a long time.
No, that's not going to show you. So quick shoot shows you what's going on. So when the lights are off, all you'll be able to see is the thermal image. So what you're looking for is you're looking for your blue is obviously cold, your red, you go up to red. Red is obviously what the person's going to be, they're quite warm, you've got your greens, you've got everything else. So you're looking at your baseline temperature as well on the top of the screen. So if you're in a room, you know no one's standing in the corner and all of a sudden bright red comes up in the shape of the person, you know you're going to contact something paranormal. We've got some really cool stuff using these in our group. They don't bounce, but if you can...
Yes, none of our equipment bounces.
If you can drop them in as much as possible, that would be fantastic, and that goes with all of our equipment. But it's easy to turn on and off.
If you want to see a grown person cry, that's what you do.
Right, so thermal imaging camera. Who wants to play?
Dan, do you just want to go through that same picture on?
Oh yeah, cool. So the picture is.
Yeah, and you got the yes no buttons on the screen.
Yep. So pull the trigger, you get yes no buttons on the screen. Here's press. The
Left hand side, yes.
left hand side, yeah. So left hand up is, so the up arrow is yes, down arrow is no. So that's to save it on here. Save it in here, we can save it, we can download it to computers, we can have a look at it. So who wants to play with thermal imaging camera?
That's a cool tool.
This is very cool.
There's some very interesting stuff that comes through on those.
One more.
And everything needs to come back or I frisk you all at the end of the night.
Exactly right. No one leaves until leave.
Till everything's back.
Last one more that I'll hand out here is our dowsing rods. So this is more of a metaphysical side to your investigation. So used in ancient times for finding water, the idea behind dowsing rods is they can point you to what you want. So what you can do is you can just hold them in between your fingers without spinning them as much as possible, giving them you can ask them what a yes is going to be, you can ask them what a no is going to be. So if they cross and they say that that's a yes, then you know that's what it's going to be. If they go outwards and they say that's going to be a no, then that's what it's going to be. So we've got the dowsing rods for anyone that's interested in the more metaphysical side, have a play with the arguments. Any takers? Any takers? Old school investigating style. Okay. Cool. Alright, this will be the last one that I'll hand out to people. Alright, so these are our parabolic microphones. So parabolic microphone is the slide's best friend. With this big dish up front of you, it amplifies your hearing up to potentially 20 to 30 away. So if you put these on, you put this, and someone's whispering over there in the corner, you can hear it with their sound next to you.
So if your tummy rumbles, if you have any other bodily functions that may happen, please own up to the show.
So you'll end up with tummy rumbles, and then there'll be slight scuffles in people's jackets. You'll end up with your own breathing. If you hear heavy breathing, it's probably your own. We are
someone scream, it's probably your own.
Exactly. We are in an area where we're going to try and separate the groups as much as possible, so that we don't end up with audio interference. But you may hear things from above you if that's the case, especially if you're down in the cellar. It's more than likely just going to be someone else walking around in there. But that doesn't mean we're 100% in, so call it out if you hear anything. So we've got two of these. Who wants to play with these ones? What we do is pull the trigger.
I will come back and find everyone's comments soon. I'm just having trouble with technology trying to see the comments at the moment.
Anyone else want a parabolic? Yes, no, maybe. You'll have your own. Awesome. And this is the last one that we'll be handing out. It's the first one for everybody to go through. This is the Obelisk 3. So the Obelisk 3 is an ITC communication device. It has a built-in dictionary of about 2,000 words. So this is, the idea is that whatever you're interacting with can use different levels of electromagnetic forces to manipulate the word database and choose a word that fits what you're talking about. So this one is pretty cool. It does freak people out because they look around and they start talking to you. Some of the words can be a little bit hard to read because the volume has come up a little bit, but you should be able to make out more than enough. Always read what the screen says, don't listen to what it says because it sounds nothing like what's actually on the screen because it speaks in phonemes. So it's very, very robotic. This is a very, very cool toy. So who wants to play with it?
If you're good at puzzles, you can work out what it says.
Exactly.
Sometimes you have to like
You as well?
put O's there, actually a U.
Alright, that brings up K2. Who wants K2? Anyone who doesn't have anything, you like K2?
And those of you who don't have anything, if you've all got recording apps on your phone, you can use them to take EVPs and see whether things will come up on that. Well, if it does, you're going to send it to us. Very deal.
K2, anyone? I don't think myself. Always like having K2s. Alright, some of the other equipment the investigators will take out with them, so they'll explain to you what they are when they're actually using them. So that's some of the other equipment that's behind me. And I'll hand over to Jeff to take you through what he's going to be doing.
Both myself and Leanne meetings, so we both communicate through sight, sound, and ourselves. Yeah, make art, make gravity, all that sort of lovely stuff. So what we like to focus on is massively the way you feel when you enter a room. Doesn't feel happy, doesn't feel sad. A lot of people, if the energy in the room is fairly dark, or like intense, then you might feel heavy, you might feel light.
Silent would also be good on phone.
So yeah, for those, I think they went through it where
Jeez,
yeah, running out of the reach tonight. So yeah, we like to push that side of things. And, I don't know how many of you watch any of the ghost hunting shows. Most of the ghost hunting shows will see that some point go, that best tool you have is yourself. And it's so true. What I like to say to all my groups is if you feel something, say it, because chances are someone else is feeling something similar. And don't worry about being a weird one, because you're not the weirdest person.
Especially in this group.
So, yeah, just go with it. Like, it can be the most random things will come out, and all of a sudden someone will, I felt that too. So yeah, I encourage that. Granted, like, tonight it's fairly cold out there, so sometimes when it's cold it can be harder to pick up on things that touch you and that sort of stuff. Purely to by example, I'm actually staying in the rooftop tent outside, so it's freezing here.
Because he's mad.
But I'm sitting on a platform, about +12, and the legs staying on the platform. I felt very firmly two hands come on the back of my shoulders, try and pull me back from the edge of the platform. I was glad they decided to go that way. But so it's sometimes more difficult when it's cold to differentiate that, because usually if you get touched by spirit, it is cold. It is the normal thing. It's believed that spirit pull the temperature out of the room or out of people to get themselves energy, and that's why those temperature variations are never sort of. So, but I really encourage all the gadgets as well. Often gadgets will confirm what you feel. The only other thing that I will add to gadget-wise is if you go to the App Store, and it's on both Android and Apple, there's a ghost detector. It has a handprint on the symbol. It's incredibly reliable for a free app, and it's a word generator, like the Oculus is. And yeah, we've had some really good results using multiple devices and getting the same words coming through, and they were relevant and stuff. So yeah, that's something obviously you can take with you anywhere you go. And yeah, for those that haven't investigated before, if you enjoy it, you find yourself standing in an old hub one day and go, oh, I wonder what's going on in here. Just turn that on. So yeah, that's probably
Awesome.
Enjoy it and just be open to anything that comes. Like, it doesn't feel saying or getting what you're feeling or smell, even a voice. Sometimes you do hear voices, you get little ears can be heard.
laughter, crying.
Yeah, anything.
And that's the other thing, and I know quite often too, people may, we can't be overcoming emotions and all that too. If it's something that's really out of character, you know, actually getting that way, and all of a sudden you step into somewhere and it feels, again, tell these guys that, because it could potentially be something. I've had that happen to myself as well. But what we're going to do now is I want to split you into 3 groups. So, actually, we want to split this up. So I think we've got about 20 people. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So if you want to split yourself up into 3 groups, and I'm not a kindergarten teacher, I shouldn't have to count on it, but I will. So you just want to sort of meld yourself into 3 groups. Now we are going to come back, we're going to spend about half an hour with each one of the investigators in the different areas. So you're going to get to have a go with every one of the investigators, so don't feel like, you know, if you want to go with Jeff, you're not going to miss out. Everyone's going to have to go with Jeff at some point. Same with Leanne and same with Jen. So if you want to sort of sort yourself into 3 groups, so Dan, where are you heading? Alright, so who wants to go down? Awesome. So if you guys want to help that way, then let's take them off that end. So I know who I've got that. You can. You probably can take it. Cool. Who'd like to go with Leanne? So 5 or 6 with Leanne. So you're going outside? So, how many you got in your group, Dan? I've got 6 there, so I'm going to take that. And then whoever's left can go with Jeff. Does that work?
Yes.
So you've only got 4. Okay? Oh, yeah, you need to learn to measure. So what we're talking is you've got say contact me if anything happens. You might not need to lose a couple out of your group. Yeah, so maybe the 3 girls take them over, give it Jeff, and then you take the 5. So you've got half an hour, guys, so check the watch. Supposed to be able to read it. Get back here, come down. Oh, I did miss ya. Don't forget to get on your app too. Dan, don't forget to get on your app once you get away from me. Now that everyone's gone away and I'm here on my own. Peace. So basically where we are is at the Serviceton railway station. So we're up on the Victorian South Australian border. This is a train station that was built in 1887 and ran as a man station up until 1986. Excuse me. It still has trains that go through. It has been where in the early days here in Australia, when people crossed the borders, they would actually have to change trains. So if the people were coming from South Australia into Victoria, it would be here at Serviceton they would stop and they would get off. They would have to go through customs. There's a number of waiting areas and refreshment rooms, and I will take you for a little bit of a walk a bit later just so you can see a bit more of this beautiful old station. It has been the site of a number of accidents, especially in the early days with the railways. It was also, being one of the main buildings in town, it was also used for a lot of inquests. It has been used for a lot of balls. It's got a really, really varied history. So it's a wonderful old building, still very much untouched. And it's been really awesome. So the reason that we come here is kind of actually we're going to the others are all going to come in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move them all so I'm ready for them to listen to them. And then we'll get back to what they're doing, if I can. There we go. So it has a really, really cool history. So a bit later on, when we're having a bit of a gap, I will take you around for a bit of a walk inside. Those of us that were on Facebook earlier would have seen I did a bit of a walk around outside in the platforms. So it's a very long station. So one of the biggest things that happened here actually was back in 1951, which we just passed the 68th anniversary, I think it was, which was, Jeff unmuted himself. How is that? So there was a big double-headed accident here in 1951 where we had 2 trains, one coming from Adelaide and one coming from Melbourne, who unfortunately, due to the heavy fog, couldn't see each other and ended up in the same section of track at the end of the station. Someone's playing with my computer, keeps turning Jeff on. They want to talk to Jeff, not me. So that ended up with the death of one of the firemen who was in one of those trains. And I'll show you some of the photos later that we've got on the walls here. But what I might do now, I'm going to shut up for a bit. I'm going to let you listen to Jeff instead of me, and we'll see what he's doing in his investigation.
Ah, it's working now.
It's working. There is a toilet.
Are you going to go though? That's the thing.
You can go back into the building where we were. Just go straight through at the end of the room. There's a toilet at the end, at the instead, or you can go all the way down to the platform to the right.
I know she probably won't.
So apparently they had a bit of fun with her a couple of years ago, moving around in between people's visits, and then they were comparing photos later on. Making moves. But yeah, that won't be happening this time. Yeah. So you've all done. Yeah, you guys haven't done paranormal investigation before. No. You guys have.
Yeah, we've done that in Arendelle.
Oh, cool. Cool. Arendale's a bit.
That'd be so fun.
It's a great place, and it was good that they reopened it again. They shut it a couple of months ago.
Eye-opener, considering we've never done anything like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. No, welcome to Ghost Hunting 101.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a pretty amazing place. Jay was really good at Arrow.
Okay, we haven't seen anything there.
But yeah, and, I don't know how much you guys know about recent history. We're based in Geelong, out of the old Geelong Road, do ghost tours and investigations there 7 days a week. A very, very active place. It's regarded as the third most active place in Australia.
I want to go next.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
What's the first most active?
Generally speaking, is the quarantine station in Sydney, and the other one is it's another place in Sydney. I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, that's cool. If I think of it, I'll leave it. Yeah, Deb, what is it? What are the top 3 haunted places in Australia? If she hears me.
She hears you.
So yeah, it's.
She's still trying to work it out, I think.
I've never had a quiet one. And it's interesting now. We've recently taken over the daytime operation of the place as well. So we've set up a proper museum there. So it's all obviously stuff from the prison and just the prison system in general, all that sort of thing. And that's changed the way the Spirit Act there, because we've opened up areas that haven't been open since the prison was shut. So yeah, it's really interesting sort of the way that side of things is evolving there at the moment. We also do set flyers on the side, paranormal dinners and investigations at hotels.
So we're here at Serviceton. This is Dan. We're upstairs in the station master's bedroom, so we've just had a lady's glasses fog up randomly, which is pretty cool.
Deb says
We've had the Ghost Meter Pro go off, and it said that there was a man up here and that he was quite young. So we're going to see if we can find out whether he was the one that fogged up this lady's glasses. We've also got our mannequin over here in the corner. You can't see it because it's too dark, but the mannequin has frightened a couple of the girls in the group, but we should be all right. So I'm going to put myself on mute while we investigate in here a little bit more.
But yeah, so we'll get underway and see what we get. So we've got 2 Ghost Meter Pros, thermal camera. Oh, right. 2 people that are tuning in. I hope that's got spirits in it. It is one of my favourite things. Yeah, we're trading spirits for spirits. Like I say, yeah, if you do find yourself freaking out, please let me know. What's that? I've actually unlocked the top one, so it is. If you panic, it is just that one. You're not going. So yeah, so it was fun through from there. Like I said in there, if you feel anything like that, feel free to have a wander through in the other room as well. I would tell you if you feel like you need a torch, you use it.
there's torch behind just on the chair. That can you can use the lantern. Anyone can take it.
So with this, is there a set of questions that we need to ask, or we just like, is anyone there?
Generally, what I normally do them, if you, I don't think Dan will turn the one in there.
No.
So it's just a red button on the front. Yep. Just press and hold. Yep. And basically, where I normally start is the various spirits here that want to communicate. There's sort of devices that you can touch and step forward. We've never investigated in this room before. This room or that room. So it'll be really interesting to see what.
So you just sort of need to find out male, female, age.
Exactly right. And we normally do the 1 flash first, 2 flashes for no.
Yeah.
It can often be, you might get the one solid flash, like the light will be on and it'll go, and you go, oh, that's a yes. Or it can go da 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 da, and I still class that as a yes.
because when you get a no, it might be dum 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 or da 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 da. And I think it's just, some spirit find it easier to interact that way than the solid light and all that sort of thing. And then just are you male? Yes. I normally also do confirmation questions. So if you get
You already had the answer to you. You said something. Sorry, Deb, I didn't get the rest.
okay. So you go, are you male? And you get yes. My next question is always, are you female?
Oh, okay.
So you're looking for a no, obviously. If you get a yes, then I start again and ask them, are you male? And so that way you establish that it's not just an electrical.
Turn walkie-talkie on, please.
What's that?
Turn your walkie-talkie on.
It was on. It's on.
Oh.
Yes, I can.
So before you said something about taking a photo?
No.
So I think there's something about taking a photo, and then I heard through video, not me.
Well, we didn't say it in here. There was no one wanted to take a photo here.
Yeah, don't think so. No, certainly that conversation wasn't in here.
No.
Yeah. All right. So you do the confirmation questions because you don't want to walk out going, oh, was it or was it just random? All right. So I might kill some light.
So I just keep filming. Even though, okay.
Yeah, just run through. So I don't know if you can see me.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can you still see him, Deb? Thumbs up. Excellent.
It's really annoying that a voice appears from my stomach. Don't know where that one came from. So
What are you doing, Deb?
So
It wasn't Deb.
That was me. Okay, I'm sorry.
it's really annoying.
Dan.
Is that this interference?
Really annoying.
All right.
That's not
Jeff's turning off his walkie-talkie, Deb,
That's not interference.
Oh, it's not.
because he said it was annoying.
Okay.
So
So do I just, is this a spirit?
yeah, so
One for yes, two for no?
that's it. Yep.
Deb says rude.
It made the thing move.
So if like the needle ticks.
Yeah.
Okay, so tick
Just
once.
yeah.
So I would take that as
That
yes.
was a spirit.
But if you can establish a communication, there you go. So it's just confirmed it again. It's done that as a yes. Okay.
Right.
So yeah, once I will normally do, if they do a needle, I will normally go, can you do it with the lights? Just because the lights is a lot easier trigger to.
There you go. That was a yes.
Oh. So do they know one for yes, two for no, or do
No.
I need to keep repeating it?
Generally speaking, like now that you've got a spirit logged on, so to speak, then you can go forward and ask your yes nos.
Okay. Okay. Are you female? One for yes, two for no?
So that was a needle tick, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a needle tick. So that would be.
That would be a yes.
So that was a yes.
Okay, and now they're gone.
Now they've got to come back.
And they, like, obviously, particularly if they're not used to engaging, and like, Geelong Jail, there's regular spirits that show up there and used to doing it. If they're not used to it, then it takes a lot of their energy
Oh, okay.
to connect. And, it's like you get a shitty phone line.
Yeah.
And so it breaks up and that sort of thing.
But I can I can ask them to actually touch the red light or something like that.
Yep, to make it turn on and off.
Yep.
And they're always welcome to do touch me on the hand, touch me in the hair, all that sort of stuff as well.
Is the ticker box. Our resident mannequin. Because I've stuck my headphones way. You got your headphones on, good.
So it may be the window. So you get a colder window, and when you move the gun away, you lose the window, so it flares. Because now the whole screen is a warm temperature. Yeah, I saw that.
It actually almost went green at one stage.
Yeah, you certainly didn't move the thing there to get that flashing temperature.
Just move it slightly upwards.
There we go. So the bricks would be holding a bit of sun today, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Still?
this will be holding a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
Predominantly on that front wall, but
Yeah.
you still would get it.
That's not that much of a difference.
Right.
It's only just there.
Yeah.
Because it's just there. So,
Okay, because I wouldn't have been surprised if it was, if something was triggering to the actual the jackets, because they were railway issue jackets. That are there.
jacket, that's doing nothing.
Yeah.
So going back here, see? There we go.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, that's still window in that
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
Right. So if you pull down from that slightly, and so yeah, you want to sort of try and rule out the window being an influencing factor into it. That's it. Thanks.
Should I be asking you questions?
I say, yeah, no, I at this point I don't want to. So whoever's lit up the two red lights there, thank you very much. If you can give me one flash for yes and two flashes for no, are you male? That's a no. So are you female? So I'm going. It's the same one as Paul's.
Yeah, because girl.
So have they come back? So want to contact us and have a chat. We'd like to learn about you all. And this place was so active for so very long.
So on your previous investigations, what have you discovered here?
Here there's been, this is actually my first investigation, but the team's been here twice before. And they've had hits right in the middle of the walkway. It's a connection there, although Deb won't tell me what it was because she wants to see what I pick up on. Which is kind of annoying. Upstairs in the station master's residence, or bedroom.
Yeah.
They've had interactions in there, in the cellars, down in the old rail yards where the turntable was and all that sort of stuff as well. Interactions in there. Yeah. So I'd like to say we've never actually investigated in these three. So,
To me, if it's the window doing it,
yeah.
I go over here, I should get the same response.
You probably get slightly less response because that window's not open to the outside, whereas that is. So
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyone else want to connect? Anybody feeling anything? Like, does the room feel good? Does it feel normal?
It feels normal.
Yeah. So no one's got a happy, sad or other.
I think it's sort of a hollow sort of feeling.
What's that?
I had to explain it's like a hollow.
Hollow feeling. Okay.
Like, sort of a, you know how when you like it sort of gets scared and it's in your throat and sort of feeling, yeah.
Okay. So no one else feels similar to that? You don't need to run off the loo again? Yeah. Surprised at the lack of engagement.
Does this pick up ghosts like pretty close?
Yeah, because you shade
Oh,
them. Yeah.
but does it pick it up pretty when they're pretty close?
Yes. Yeah, effectively they've got to be within a fairly close proximity.
Is that the spirit with me at the moment? 1 for yes, 2 for no. It said no.
So you got 2 needle tips?
It did 2 needle tips.
But you only got the one close to the line.
Oh, okay.
So I would generally go off the line.
Off the line. Oh, okay. Okay.
That looked like a yes.
So are you female? 1 for yes, 2 for no.
Yes.
Are you an adult? 1 for yes, 2 for no.
Yes.
Okay. What else can I ask?
Did you work here?
Did you work here?
Yes. And the next favourite question. Next one is, did you die here?
Oh, okay.
Whether it be accidental or other. There's a few recorded murders that happened at the station. People getting pushed in front of trains.
That was my question.
Stuff.
I was going to ask that.
But is there murders here?
Yeah, and getting pushed in front of trains.
Yeah, it's a relatively common one apparently.
Yeah.
Because you actually ask them though, did you get pushed in front of the train? It's not going to upset them.
Sometimes it can do. I found once again, if you engage in a conversation, if you touch a nerve with a question, particularly if you know the history of a room, say
a lot of suicide too, Deb says.
Yeah. If you're in a room and you know that someone murdered 3 people in that room, and you suspect that you've actually connected with that murderer, and then you turn around and go, "Did you kill 3 people?" Often they'll just go and disappear straight away, and I go, "You've touched a nerve." I don't want to talk about that, and they'll bail. 9 times out of 10, they will come back in about 5 or 10 minutes, and you can start to go down that road again. You just got to try and be as sensitive to it as possible, and respectful. I sort of figure they're a long time dead, so you might as well be nice to them. It's funny that one hasn't gone off at all.
No.
What is that in? No.
Not working?
Mine's in airplane mode.
Wouldn't be flat batteries, would it?
Should be. That should have. There's supposed to be a test run up the sides. Yeah, we've got the shoots for that. Do you want to go and see Deb?
Yep.
And see if she's got another one of these.
Okay.
Cool. Alrighty. So is there anyone else in the room that would like to connect or tell us your story? No. Please feel free. Thermal's looking fairly normal at the moment, is it?
Hi. What do you need? Clean up. So you don't know.
Not
Is it the main or the pro?
So you're at Serviceton. Oh, okay, yep, cool. Just that about a K up the road, isn't it?
When you were talking, because you moved it.
Yeah.
It would be about 8.
Oh, okay.
8 mile.
Yep.
This just went tick for yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's it. There you go. And I would use that as a prompt, like you said, Wolseley, which is obviously a local thing.
Did you live at Wolseley?
So, yeah, 1 flash for yes, 2 flashes for no.
Yeah, 1 flash for yes, 2 for no.
No, okay. And you can do that with did you live in Serviceton? Did you live in Bordertown? Did you live in Canida?
Did you live here at the station? Now that moved the needle, but didn't flush that.
Okay. I'd normally, can you confirm with a yes on the lights? There you go. Okay.
Can I actually read what I'm thinking in my head sometimes?
I've found sometimes it is literally like talking to another living person where they answer before you finish your sentence.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you get a really strong connection with them, then yeah, it is literally like having that conversation.
Are you the female I was talking to just before? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Come back.
Talk about gender. Not real excited about talking about gender, is it? Are you assuming their gender? You're not allowed to do that anymore, apparently.
So you can kind of narrow down their age and stuff like that.
That's right.
The adult between 50 and 60.
Yeah, I will often do, if you establish, they die here, was it in the 1800s? Got one? Oh, I've got Eddie instead. Okay, so I will say no one. Goes me to pros. Did Dan didn't go through Eddie, did he?
I don't think so.
Okay, Eddie is, I can't remember what the EDI stands for, but anyway, he's a temperature sensor
Sure did tell us it. What you did.
Temperature sensor in the top. This one obviously is in Fahrenheit. It's not 56 degrees in here. And once again, like David said, you're looking for big drops.
Jody's. Well,
Here.
yeah.
Cool. So yeah, you look at the temperature drops. You know, if you get a 5 degree temperature drop in a matter of 5 minutes, then you sort of go, oh, well, it's not a draft. You know, if you get a gradual temperature drop in a room this size with this many people in it, you should actually get a slow increase in temperature. You might only pick up half a degree or maybe a degree tops, but it should. There's enough body heat here to actually warm this room. And that sort of lends more weight again to a room cooling off. But having said that, you also take into account it's probably cooled down outside as well. So you've got heat transfer through windows and that sort of stuff. It also has an EMF.
Deb, can you tell us what EDI means? What are the words for EDI? You don't know?
Which is the blue
Okay.
LEDs, which are just under here. Works the same way as that Pro does. So retro magnetic frequencies. This also has a movement sensor in it. Okay. Right, do you want to back away?
Back away?
I just want to see if that's what's there or not.
Right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
It is?
cool.
All right, I'll go back over here.
So, yeah. And this is great for if you hear footsteps. If you hear footsteps and you see the lights light up, it's a human or it's an animal or that sort of thing. So they're physically moving the floor. If you hear footsteps and you don't get that, then you go, all right, what's causing it?
Electronic data interchange.
There you go.
Thanks, Deb.
So yeah, these are really good on timber floors. You obviously get vibration going through all the floors. Useless on stone floors. Because obviously you don't get vibration, doesn't travel through. But
You picked up down here.
Just switching over to Leanne and Colin, who are down in the basements underneath, see what they're picking up.
Everyone. Thank you for talking. No. Are you happy that we're here? You okay with us being here? You be again for us? Say yes. Or if not, that's fine. Would you like us to leave? Shut up. I'm sore. Sore.
We've lost Colin and Leanne. I don't think the connection's too good downstairs, so we'll switch back to Jeff and see what he's getting, and hopefully Dan will come online in just a minute and we can cross to him for a little bit.
So that may well just be able to heat. Step back again. Just want to make sure it's not that extreme. I think you're far enough away that it's not, but.
Is anyone there?
You can set off the blue lights again. for the red lights that are over the other side there. What's the time, Nico?
8:35.
Yeah, any footsteps.
Yeah, I think that's time done.
Is that our time done, Deb? 8:35. Yep, she's nodding.
All right. I'm sorry I couldn't be more active for you. It's something have you all watched Ghost Hunting shows
Yeah.
before? In the main room, the monitor is set up with all the cameras. We have a camera just there on that, which is pointing down this way. Now there's been recorded, I believe it's 3 suicides, 2 murders, and another suicide further down where the dam is. A guy's wife and child went missing. Bodies were found 4 months later, and within 2 weeks he accidentally drowned in the dam. And so that's why we set the night vision camera up down that way, to see if we get any triggers through there. There's 2 cameras in the rooms we were just in, and then there's also a camera in this room as well. Find the light switch. Show me on there. It is. All right, head on in. Sam was the most common one. I have a friend whose husband is a conductor for V-Line. He's from India, and he just does general work in Melbourne and Swansea. And he's had, I think, 6 or 7 trains that people have done. Working their drivers, they can average 4 a year. And I don't know how to do that. Not losing others. Well, obviously, apparently all of the bits that are in the room have been found around the station area. Alright, so we'll continue again, and we've already got company. So that's been nice and dark. Alrighty, so it was set off the red lights there. If you can give me a 1 flash for yes or 2 flashes for no, are you male?
That was a 1.
1.
Yep.
Okay. Can you confirm for me with the red lights? Can you make the red lights flash once? There you go. That's a 1. All right. So I'll ask you.
Where's mine, Deb?
Are you female?
That's the non-understanding that question.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've got a double positive on it. So go back to the start again. Using 1.
Right, she understood that.
So just go back to the start. So using 1 flash for yes, 2 flashes for no. Are you male? So it's a no on that. Are you female?
No. Confused gender.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you unsure?
Yeah.
You touched a nerve.
This is why we don't laugh at spirits, because they disappear.
And it's funny, sometimes
Yes,
you do get a great sense of humour. And it's funny how sense of humour can come through in yes, no questions. And they just like to muck around. Had some really interesting results. One of the states we did with Denali, we had interrupted a 4-year-old's birthday party. And it was a room full of kids. And they were triggering devices left, right and centre, and you ask them questions and they answer on this one and then that one. And yeah, they'll have a ball. You can just tell that they were really enjoying themselves. Is there anyone else here that would like to communicate? And we'd love to hear some stories about your time here. And hopefully it was good memories. And how does everyone feel in this room?
It's different to the other one.
Mm-hmm. In what way?
It feels like we're being watched.
Okay.
Yeah. Feels like I have to constantly look over my shoulder, like there's someone watching.
Cool. And you said you had someone
walk on my grave.
Okay. Yep.
If you're trying to get a hold of Deb, he's turned the walkie-talkie off. Oh, she's not happy.
Very difficult to communicate.
He's turned it on.
What do you want, Mum? That'd be good.
All right, so this is Dan. We're live feeding from downstairs at the Denali, at the Serviceton railway station. Thank you for acknowledging my mistake there, Deb. Oh, she's lost it. So we're in the employees' bedrooms here at the Serviceton railway station. So we're currently in a police officer's bedroom down here. So there's lots of police uniforms in here. We just had some activity on the ghost meter where we've been communicating with the police officer. He was actually holding the lady that's standing next to me's hands. So if I move this around, you can see the ghost meter in her hands there, and next to that is the thermal camera. So we've had some interesting spikes on the thermal camera. The ghost meter's been quite consistently going off, which is pretty cool. We've also had some K2 spikes across there on the other side of the room. We've got a REM pod in the middle of the bed there. Yeah, can you just turn the red light on for me? There we go. All right, so that.
Oh, he's back.
Cool. So we've got the ghost meters just lit up here now. So we're just going to ask some questions of our friend, the police officer here.
Did you touch my hair?
They just got a big yes on the Ghost Meter Pro to a question asked by a young girl asking if he's touched her hair. So he just said yes again on the Ghost Meter Pro. So.
Are you behind me?
Big yes.
Yeah. Okay. He's a policeman. He should help me.
He just said yes. He said he won't hurt you. He's a policeman.
My guardian. That's not me.
All right, so we've got a lot of activity. You can see behind this. You can see behind this young girl's head. The K2 is absolutely going mental.
He's still there. Oh no.
Yeah, he's gone from me, but he's over there with you.
Should be right. My next question was whether you got my guardian. She said she's a policeman. Yeah, I got a name.
All right, so we're going to leave now. We're going to swap over groups. So, oh.
He's gone now.
All right, so he's gone. So he's just sat back down the bed. All right, so as soon as I said we were going to go, that started going. So we're now going to swap over groups.
So just while they're all coming back, so they'll all be heading back up here in a second, just so we can swap over. So what we're doing tonight is we have we've got about 20 people here that are joining us. So we've split it all into 3 groups with our 3 investigators. So they're going to different areas of the railway station. So we have Leanne and Colin are down in the basement in the cells, and the storage areas is also in one part they had the morgue down there as well. Jeff's over in the customs and ticket booking area on the end of the platform, and Dan is being upstairs into the bedroom where one of the ladies used to live, and also down into the staff accommodations down the far end of the railway station. So everyone will head back here. We're going to swap groups and then they'll head back out again, and we will pick up again and see what we'll find with the change of groups, see if anything else interesting comes up. While they're going back, I'll do a quick walk around just to show you this little area where we are, and to show you a little bit more of the history in this beautiful building that is the Serviceton railway station. So stay tuned. I'm going to leave you live, but yeah, we'll be a little bit distracted for a few minutes, and then we'll come back and swap over properly. I'll talk to you soon. Awesome. So lots of personal things. That's awesome. It's really cool. Like I said, it's an awesome place. Do you want to come over and tell me what happened? Because we're still live. Yeah, come over and tell me what happened. Come and tell me. So this is one of our lovely customers who's just been up with Dan into the accommodation bedrooms, who had some physical touching. So she's had somebody holding her hand. You want to tell us?
Yes, I was just standing there and it was cold on one side and hot on the other, and then all of a sudden my hands went like ice.
Awesome.
And yeah, I asked him whether he was holding my hands, and he said yes.
Fantastic. That's what we want to see. Brilliant. No questions there. Awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
No problem. Who else had stuff happen? Come and tell me about it.
We're in the room with the police officer.
Yep.
And it got really cold near me, and I felt my hair start moving.
Oh, wow.
And then we asked him, did he touch my hand? He said, yes. And then we put the meter here, and it was going just
awesome.
So
that's fantastic.
On my shoulder.
They come on as they're coming up the front stairs. Awesome. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Who else had something happen in those groups? I got 2 groups back there. It's supposed to work, but sometimes they go. Like I said, feel free to swap around. If you want to swap around equipment, so everyone gets to have a go, you're more than welcome to. It's one of those things sometimes, like we've had some awesome stuff come through that. It's been... Because it also will give you temperature. Yeah, in one of those big boxes, there's a small orange first aid kit with stuff in that. Brilliant. So we're just waiting for Leanne to come back.
Yeah, when we move to the next room, I pointed through the window.
Yep.
And you could sort of see something maybe move.
Yeah. That's what I think is you just got to pull the trigger and it will take a photo, and we can have a look at it a bit later.
The most interesting part about that was when Jodie commented there was something on my left, right? That it was when she spotted when it was something on your right, straight away it turned into the hotspot.
So I've had 2 mediums in comments saying to me, can you go here, do this, do that as well. So I usually have that happening as well. So we've not only got the 2 mediums here, we also have ones that are watching us. So it's live feeding onto Facebook and onto YouTube as well. So quite often I'm getting comments back saying, hey, what about this, what about that? So they'll actually participate in the investigation from afar.
So Jodie.
Jodie and Teresa. That's there that I know of at the moment. Jodie doesn't want to see me. So basically, so if you want to swap groups, and then we'll head back out again. Do you have anything interesting, Leanne?
We just got the answer to especially the question about how they see this human or how I said to the human license on him. Actually, I was human.
Oh, awesome. Fantastic. Brilliant. Alright, so we'll swap groups over. So
Leanne's group? Who do you want to go with? Jeff or Dan? Alright, so you go with Dan then? We'll put the meetings in this sandwich.
Medium
So you
sandwich.
should have that. Which group is it, Dan? Awesome, do you want to go with Jeff? Yep. Jeff's group, do you want to go with Leanne?
I think you might be
Yeah, you're having trouble like getting downstairs. I thought, sorry, you come up and go off. When you feed, guys, too, when you line feeding, do you want to put on one of those red lines? And that's just so I can actually see what you're doing. Yeah, one of those. So just make sure there's one in each group, so you can turn that on. The reason you use red lights is it doesn't hurt your eyes too much and doesn't sort of play heavy with the cameras and stuff as well. But just a little thing with them. I can actually see what's going on. And I'll try and bring you all up on stage as I can. Alright, head off guys, got another half an hour, so it's 9:20 by me, so I'll see you at 10 to 10 for the last stopover. Yeah, don't mind yourself, they're still bright even though they're red. Yeah, it'll go to all three different modes.
Like gloves for them, tops for them.
Oh, well, I'm broken already.
Fell over.
Yeah, no, I knew they weren't too good. There's nothing like that. Take it. They're not too secure sometimes.
No,
Just sit back. Yeah, I noticed before they weren't very secure. I've only just got them. So I'm saying,
how much were they?
$15.
Okay, how much?
15.
Oh, okay, all right, it's going to pay for it if I have to, so.
Like I said, I knew they were loose before I grabbed it, so yeah, when I sent money for they were a bit loose. I think that one's yeah, I think just like we'll leave the new one, I think.
You know, I got some stuff on eBay, like a voice recorder thing that else, and it's just from eBay. Yeah.
No problems. See how you go with going.
Come back outside to try and use the section for you as well, so.
Yeah, if you get, look, you go down, you know about them all, bit down the end and.
Yeah,
So even if you want to do stuff, there's some stuff on the stairs.
on the stairs.
Yeah, so you can do stuff out there on the stairs, mate, too. If it's getting too bad in there, just come out on the stairs and do some stuff. Awesome, have fun. Alright, we're back. Organised chaos while we swap over from one room to the other. So we're just swapping out the groups. I'm always sitting on my own in the dark, Jodie, you know this. I'm doing the organisational bit. So while they're getting off, I'm going to try and swap devices to my phone so I can actually take you for a bit of a walk around in between before they start up again. So bear with me 2 secs. I will disappear, but I will be straight back. So stay with me and we will see what we can get to. Hang on a sec. So it'll disconnect me from one and I'll come up on the other in a minute. So stay with me. That wasn't painful, was it all? I did have a second login, but it's not letting me log in. It keeps defaulting back to Twisted. So while those guys are getting up, I'm going to spin you around and just show you a little bit in here. So if I spin you around here, this is the command center. So we have 8 CCTV cameras set up at various places around the railway station. Excuse me, these have been running since about 3 o'clock this afternoon. So command center here. So I'm just going to take you for a quick walk while we go around. Polly's forgotten something. Do you want the ADI back?
Yeah.
It's up to you. Don't have to, but. So where we are at the moment, this is the ballroom. So you can see it's a big, beautiful area, nice high ceilings. This was also known as a refreshment room. So when people would get off the trains and they would, Jeff's back. When they would get off the trains and
driving back from Adelaide,
would get back.
And not creepy, just out of Tailem Bend, there's a couple of.
It's all right, Jeff's going to just talk to me now, and I can't work out how to mute him.
And it's
Oh, hello. That thermal camera's not on, is it?
No. Never mind.
Cool.
So we'll just talk quickly. So, but in here we have lots and lots of the old plans and all the old posters and that.
You followed us.
And you got that,
we
and
can
you
see
got
all these
EMS.
here.
Yeah, so
It's a really gorgeous place.
Beside the road.
Yep.
So I had two sets of
Yeah,
headlights
some of the
coming
old
towards me,
paces
like
and
using
posts.
the overtaking lane.
Yep.
And up
all
here
of
are
a
some of
sudden
the
there
original
was
plans
3 sets of headlights
that you can see
coming
from
towards me.
Wow.
So someone
Serviceton.
was overtaking, someone
Overtaking.
overtaking.
Yeah.
And I had
There's lots
a
and lots
pair
of stuff. Now,
hands
because I
on
can't
my
actually mute
hands,
anybody out
and
on
the
the phone,
car
I'm going to go and
moved.
switch back to the
I went
computer.
along the side of the road.
And when we do the next
The
changeover,
guy
I'll
who
take
was
on a bit further.
on my side of the road.
Yeah.
So bear with me while I turn
We all
the
have
camera on.
guardian
horror on his
I'm
face.
just quickly showing you this bit while we're going. So this is all the dining room, the kitchen,
And then he went
all the
back and I
refreshments
was back on the road
areas,
again. And then I just,
Yeah.
I was
and
calm.
then back
And my
to the
husband said,
command
"Why did you
centre.
go off the road?" And I went,
So just bear with me
"He's
back
and
while I
he's
back
like,
to the
Yeah.
computer,
"You're okay." And I went, "I know."
and then I'll
Someone,
be able to read your questions again.
someone,
Okay, to you.
Phone setting off that.
Alrighty.
yeah.
Someone, here's a police officer. Am I going over? I asked him.
Oh, yeah.
We'll head over this way. That's
Let's go. Come on. My guardian angel's following me. Hold on. Let's go.
I got someone.
No. Yeah, gone again. Apparently he's following us.
Wouldn't be surprised. They do follow.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they go, "Oh, what are they doing? I don't want to miss out."
And we'll go and see if I can listen to Colin this time. You guys go through the questions before, so you pull that question sheet out. It's more. It's supposed to be asking you guys through questions like, please describe is the easiest way you can communicate with you from the physical world. Is it using technology and where the physical, like mediums? Because we had overload, so anyone got their phone here? Have you got an app on your phone that you can use to pick up words and stuff? You know the app that Jeff upstairs was talking about before, ghost hunting apps? Okay, that's an awesome
Go
one
to
have.
into Google Play Store.
And it'll really help you. Can I take it off this airplane mode or not?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Ghost hunting tools.
GHOST. HUNTING TOOLS.
I really can't spell.
All right, so
GHOST.
Oh yeah, not that okay. What ghost hunting?
HUNTING.
all right, so this is Dan going live.
Oh, the handprint on it.
That one?
That's it. Yep.
Okay, so Deb's muted me again. So this is Dan going live in the bedrooms again at Serviceton Railway Station. This is the second group that we're bringing through. So we've had quite a lot of K2 activity here in the bedroom with this group. Seems to be quite concentrated with two girls over near the door. I think whoever's in here has taken a liking to them, and they said that they had the same thing downstairs. So I think they're quite popular here at the station with the spirits. So we've got a K2 going off here at the moment, so I'm going to step back from that because it may be the mobile phone setting it off. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. So I'll step back from that. So we'll see what we can get in here. We've had quite a bit, so. All right, so I think that's the phone setting it off. So I might actually turn that one off. So I've had a number of words come through on the other list, including harvest, which we mentioned harvest time, and the K2 did spike. We just had the word tilt come through.
Enough.
And then we just had the word enough, so I think they're getting a bit fed up with us in here. So we might move on to our second spot here. So we'll go live upstairs in a few moments, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.
We'll go back to Jeff and see what Jeff's getting to.
Deb's coming. Yeah, we're
Okay, we're live now, are we?
yeah. Thumbs up for Deb.
Excellent. So,
Yes, you are. You're not the police officer, are you?
we're actually out here in the old rail yards where the turntable and all that sort of stuff was. And as you can see, we've got a Ghost Meter Pro here at the moment. We've had K2 hits. And the general consensus is we all feel like we're being watched. And there's a yes on the
And yeah,
Ghost
someone
Meter.
lady just walking around with K2.
Yep.
I'm
Scaring everyone.
Yep. This is dropping.
Okay.
7.3 to 4.4.
That's a fairly significant difference considering it's just blown at the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you in your 30s? Very, very early.
Yep.
So in Halifax? Oh, I got to start at the number and see.
Okay.
To see that. Yeah.
So I don't know on whatever the last question was.
Did you see that? Oh, they're gone.
Yeah. Did you see it drop too? He went to 4.
Yeah.
We've lost a degree.
He said he didn't.
In the last couple of minutes.
Yeah. This
This
like,
is it was on like 7 point something, 7.8, and then went down to 4.
Okay.
Did you create that coldness? Light turns off and the coldness goes away. Obviously it was.
Yeah.
Interesting. The answer was no.
So we've also had an interesting howl scream noise as well, which our engagement on the Ghost Meter Pro said that it knew what it was through the yes/no questions, and that it was human. And when asked if it was living, it cut off. So hopefully we can get it back and continue the question. And one of the questions I forgot to do questions before. One of the questions we need to actually ask, and
something behind there.
hopefully we get anything coming up.
Do I have to write?
Yep.
Alright.
Is it? What's the easiest way for spirit to communicate with us? Is it through technology or through metaphysical means?
Need the rods.
More divine.
No.
Yeah, water. Need some water. Over there or over there? It's just the general feeling.
Yes. There is someone walking over here now.
Well, yeah. Picked up anything?
Then I can drop the stairs in. I'm not complaining about the job.
All right, we've dropped another degree on Eddie. Just hiding down here.
Would that be?
All right, Eddie.
My feet are warm, mate.
That if something goes near it, flash.
My legs are
That's electromagnetic, and because obviously the phone's on video, it's picking up on that.
I am. I'm never system.
Didn't get any triggers
But I'm not that,
over
I'm
there.
not that
Okay.
warm. No, I just got a singlet on. You guys are rugged up like snow.
Yeah, I've got like 4 layers on. This is very unusual for me. I'm not normally a 4-layer person.
I'm just wondering what those red lights are over there.
That'll be the infrared, wouldn't it?
The red?
The camera? Don't you have one at the front there?
No, it's
There, obviously.
no, that's
They're not that big, are they?
down the back of the kitchen.
We use the same.
We've got a red light, Deb. You can't. Oh, you can just make it out on our screen.
Oh, hello. I'm going off.
It looks like at the back of the kitchen.
The thumping.
No, there's no red light camera there.
There was thumping. There was thumping.
Thumping, like horse hoof.
Yeah, that someone's banging over in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was just a quick one, and we're like, hold up, and then
Yeah.
continued. Okay. So he's back. Yeah, I'm back.
Right, we're gonna ask them. Our first question.
What are you gonna ask them?
That was a yes from
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
You get big K2 hit.
Is it his bag?
Oh wow. Wow, you
So,
look at that. He's just gone.
we got our red light anyway.
Charlie, you've got that one over.
Charlie's got the red
Red
light.
light. So someone light it up. So this is Talia and her friend,
Are being followed.
who is peeking out quite well. Just back off so that you can see that the phone's not actually influencing it at all.
Come with me.
So, all right. So whoever's lighting up those 3 LEDs there, can you just pop the red one? Oh, thank you. That's awesome.
I just went to minus 1.7.
Minus 1.7.
Like,
Okay.
I feel 4.
We've lost another degree on Eddie. We're down to 50 degrees Fahrenheit now. We started out at 54 or 55. So that's just make sure it's not this.
Oh my God.
That was still, I'm fairly fair old distance away from it there.
Why are they always behind me?
Just lucky, I guess. Have you got anything on thermal?
It's exciting. I just went down to minus 10.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, if we don't get any contact, just put it near me. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah, when that light was up high, it went.
Yep. Okay, so we've definitely got someone out here.
Not willing to talk, is he?
No.
He doesn't. Every time we ask him a question,
He's very
and
sensitive.
there's no, like, they're minus, this went to minus 9.4, and then it went straight back over here.
It's very odd.
Oh, he's gone.
He's still getting, obviously a lot more reduced hits now. I don't pop back up again as you come back into the frame again.
I think
Wow.
in love.
Yeah.
That's it.
Back off.
Do you still have your spirit over there, Leanne? Oh, damn, it's going to say you're not.
That is
This
weird.
may be my guardian angel. Hold on.
So whoever's
Step back a bit. Yeah. I just want to see
Do you want me
what
to
happens.
see if I can move out the way too?
whoever's setting off that K2 there with the 3 LEDs that are flashing, do you like one of the people that's in our group tonight? If you like them, can you light up all the way to the red, please? That was a red flash there, but you did move, so. Okay. Can you give me a red LED, please, all the way over, if you like that person?
if they're your new friend.
I promise I don't bite. Hard.
No, Deb, we're actually down in the rail yard area. You can see the window, you can see the light up in the middle of the shot. That's the kitchen lights of the station. So that's really strong, K2. Come on, give me a red one. Flash it all the way through to the red. There we go.
Got the red.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
a couple of reds there.
we had.
They're back to you, Talia. Because it's just it went
So,
from 2 to -9.
Do-
Right there.
Does anyone feel like they might be able to get a name from our secret admirer, shall we call him?
Adam.
Adam?
I know just come up with it, but
Okay.
sort of get the name that pops into your head.
That's it. Go with your intuition. Okay. Well, if it comes back, ask him if he's Adam.
I was about to say Adam's still here. Oh wow, -15.
That's bizarre.
Stay right there, please.
All right, we're down to 49.6 on this.
Yep, he's there. -14.7.
Oh.
And it's just yep.
So what's your high temperature there? Is 7.3.
And on my
And
lowest.
yeah, you got -19 there.
Yeah.
What now? It's gone green. So it was red, now it's just gone green. What's that, Rose?
That's bizarre.
So all that
Okay,
was
so
red.
very strong
Oh wow.
Yeah, all
thermals.
that
And that's why I'm
and
making
now it's just gone green now.
Yeah.
So the red, yeah, oh, it's come back again.
that's why I'm making sure no one is near me.
Yeah.
Step back a bit. So I'm not...
No,
No,
it
it's
only
only
takes it from the
the
front,
front.
not from the back.
See, it's not even picking.
Are you swapping
upstairs.
to us, Deb?
Oh, look, it's ready.
I'm just going to head back to Colin and Leanne. Oh no, I was going to go back to Colin and Leanne. They just went out. So we'll go back to Jeff.
Yeah, we're having very interesting results on the thermal at the moment. Very difficult because of the glare. But we've got temperature variations from -19 all the way up to +7 degrees. And we've got red on the K2. There goes where the pro's gone a little bit quiet.
He was over
We have 49 degrees on Eddie, who's hiding down there. So we've lost 6 degrees in the time we've been out here on Eddie.
You guys got a shiver.
Yep.
So there we go. We get people getting walkthroughs.
I hate walkthroughs.
Yes, that's hard. Yeah, I had two upstairs.
I had
I've got
Slimmy
friends
yesterday. Just
You
feels like
do have a definite friend. All right. So ever setting off that K2 all the way up, can you make it go back to just being one light for me? He's trying. Can you drop it all the way off for me? Just step away, make sure I'm not triggering, which I'm not. Okay. All right.
My cheeks just went really cold.
Mm-hmm.
Look, he's back.
So we've got Coach Meter Pro over there.
Is your name Adam?
that was a yes. That was a.
Hello, Adam.
This is messing with that.
Yeah, I'm going. Oh no.
Yep. I think that's his. I think it's the phone.
Yeah.
Actually messing with that.
Hell.
That's really annoying. All right. I'm going to have to turn that. I don't know how I can do this and still be online.
Did you touch people's?
That's it.
Yes. So what would be over there?
Okay, we've lost Jeff. We've lost Jeff's picture anyway. We'll come back to him in a minute. Let's see if we can pick up Colin and Leanne. I can mute one.
Okay. System failure right across the board. There we go. We've got Leanne and Colin, so I'll shut up and we'll let them talk. Okay, we've lost everyone. So you're stuck with me. So Jeff was getting some interesting things. Yeah, it will be, yep. So start making your way back. So they're going to come back in just for the last switch. So I'm not sure what happened to everyone, sorry. Excuse me. So they just came back in to do the last switch, so we'll see what happened. Jeff's group were having some really interesting things happening outside. They were having really big K2 hits up to the red, which anyone who's been ghost hunting would know that that's actually really. So down the end of the platform, we'll wait and see. Back in on a swap and go out for this last half hour. So yeah, so we'll see how we go. Never mind. So I'm just answering some questions here. So we've got one group coming back. So we'll see what everyone's come up to this time. Jeff, did you get the message about coming back? And we'll do our final swap over so that everyone's been with each one of our investigators now and also been to different areas of the railway station to see if they're getting in different reactions in different places. But we've got our dance groups coming back first. Not sure what Jeff's group's doing, but we'll hopefully see them in a minute. I haven't had any feedback on the secret words as yet. So we have a part of this, the world's largest ghost hunt, is that we are looking for a particular word. Now, no one knows what that word is until we do the big reveal in a few weeks' time. I'm not actually sure when the big reveal is. Terry, help. Yeah, so that's what we're looking for. So there's a particular set of questions that we need to be asking, which each of the groups are asking when they're doing their during their investigations. And we'll be recording any answers we get to those questions to be hopefully become part of the evidence as well. So how'd you guys go? Who? Veronica. And Matilda. Okay, interesting. Did you lose half your group? Yes. I was going to say, hang on, there was more in that group, I'm sure of it. So I'm just waiting to see whether everyone else is coming back. So, have you been into the baby room? You've been doing your questions?
Questions, no.
Yes, you did. But you will this time. Okay, so the big reveal for the world's largest ghost hunt is on the weekend of November 23 and 24, day up to my birthday, I won't forget that, in Cincinnati in America. So that's when they bring together all the evidence from all of the teams that have investigated over this next, well, I suppose sort of 24 hours, especially 12 period. It will be broadcast so that anybody who wants to see the results of this worldwide experiment can jump online and see what the results are. So, yeah, so as we get further details, I will post that up on our Twisted site so that people will be able to see it. So we're just waiting for the other two teams to come back, and I don't know whether they actually heard me. Did everyone get my message about coming back to swap, please?
Time now,
Yeah, come back and swap over for the final time, please. So, yeah, so when they come back up, then we will do our final swap, so this final half hour. So we've been going for about an hour and a half so far. As I said, the cameras have been going most of the day, and we will be leaving them run overnight just to see if we pick up anything whilst we're not here, although Jeff and Polly are staying here overnight. They're sleeping in here tonight. So they could have fun, but we'll see what happens with them in the morning. But we'll fill that you guys in on that tomorrow when we get here and go live again at 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So we don't have as many people as tomorrow. I think we might even only just have our team tomorrow. There might be a couple involved as well, but generally we'll see how many people that we get. So as most of you would know, all money that we make through these things, and this is why I'm happy to have extras turn up when they turn up, is that it just means that there's more money that we can give back to the Serviceton railway station to go towards their upkeep. So we've got another group coming back. Hello. Can you see when I got you? Can you?
Oh, so that's where you. We didn't find it.
I'll look it up. So we're just waiting for Leanne's group to come back, and then we'll do the final swap. Don't know what Colin's doing. Hey guys, are you heading back? I've got a close-up of a skull at the moment. Leanne, do you want to head back up so we can do the final swap, please?
If we send out the login on the feed on my phone, well, while I'm talking, I can still hear the others even though they're my
Yeah.
The app doesn't.
So that's right. This is really the Colin's being artistic. So this is the first. Sorry.
She wasn't up there. She wasn't up there. No, we had a guy up there again. Yeah, and he's setting up the K2s, but we didn't have him up there. We didn't have the lady up there this time.
She must have left. Because we thought she left, but we were up there.
Yeah, we heard her walk down the stairs.
She could be in here. Jody told me there's 3 in here. That's when I did a quick walk around. So I think I know who one of them is because I think I've got his inquest.
Well, we had the name Veronica come through on the old list.
Mm-hmm.
And Tilda.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. So where were you? Were you down at the platform about it? Sorry, I was getting confused. Doesn't take much. Awesome. How do you guys go? No, yes?
More, it's like not country down there.
Yeah.
I can't hear you
properly. I've been staying on you very long. So yeah, that's good. But I know you're doing the questions, so that's good. All right, guys, we're going to do the final swap over. So for this last half hour. So who hasn't been with Leanne's group yet? You guys? All right, so you guys are with Leanne. Who hasn't been with Jeff? Right, so you're with Jeff this time, and the rest of you are with Dan. So head off, so it's basically 5 to 10, so about 25 past 10. So we're going a little bit over, we're about at the 2.5 hour mark, but it took us a while to get organised, so that's all right.
Is it 2 o'clock already?
It's 5 to 10. Yeah. So we'll go through to 20 to half past 10. So 5 to, so go through to about 25 past 10 or 5 to 10, depending on which one you've got. There's a train on. There's a train just about to come through, so just be aware. I can see the light coming down the line now. So just please be very careful on the platform because it will suck you in. And there's a train just about to come through. I can see the light. Hi guys, so we're just about to do our final half hour. Unfortunately, well not unfortunately, because it's actually really cool to be sitting on a station watching the train come through. But we've got a train that's going to come through in a few minutes. I can just see the lights come up on the. No, it's not a live working train station, Terry. It's actually, but they do pass through. So the trains that go from Melbourne to Adelaide still pass through. They just don't actually stop at the station anymore. But it's still actually an active line. So it makes it a little bit fun sometimes. It's, if you're standing I must admit, there was a couple of years ago we came here and we actually dressed up in period costume and we're standing out on the station at about 1 o'clock in the morning when the train went through, and there was a lot of questions asked the next morning about who was doing what out on the station. But yeah, no, it's actually really, really cool. So, but it does. Okay, it might have been a ghost train because now the light has disappeared. So maybe it wasn't a train after all. Interesting. So that's really weird. Never mind. So the guys are just heading off into their final half hour. Hi, Luke from Canada. So we're just waiting for them to get into their locations, and then you don't have to listen to me anymore. Although I will take you for a bit of a walk outside. The train disappeared.
It was a car.
It was a car. There you go. They tricked me. There is a road that they've got to cross, but the lights look really cool and look like the train coming down the station, but they tricked me. There you go. Debunked already. So we're just waiting for the guys to get into positions and go live again, and they will be asking their questions once again during this one as well. So I'm going to go to Colin, and he's come live first, so we'll go and listen to him for a bit.
This is Dan. We're just going live here in the station master's bedroom upstairs here at Serviceton Railway Station. So this is our third and final group going through for the night. We've been told that a train's probably about to come through in the next 5 minutes, so it may get very, very loud up here, but we're prepared. Okay, a car's coming through, that's fine. That's all right. Car in the drain cracks, yes. That's all right. All right, so we've got a number of questions that we have to ask. So question 1 is, please describe what is the easiest way we can communicate you from the physical world? Is it using technology or metaphysical workers? Okay, so that's a yes. Okay. What do we look like to you? Can you describe how our physical bodies look like to you in the spirit world? Okay, so if it's a double blink, that's a no. If it's a single blink, that's a yes. That's a no. So we've got something over there on the Ghost Meter Pro. Ooh. What is the most important thing to you that you wish to tell us?
Sorry.
It's all right, we just had a red light go on. It's okay. Spirit, if you can hear me, can you please say the word love?
Oh, he's right there. So you need.
Do you feel our energy the same way we feel yours?
Oh, for goodness sake. This is not funny. Why are they always near me? Oh,
So we've got some interference on the radio there, that's all right. Tell us the word that has been chosen by us and is secured behind Saint Michael the Archangel. Can you give us a sign of your presence if you are here?
So please describe what is the easiest way we can communicate with you from the physical world, Roses. Is it using technology or metaphysical work or workers? So we'll give that a few minutes for any words to come through. Once again, anything you feel as well.
All right, I'll go live again when we moved on to our second location, but we'll say goodbye for now.
Yep. How does everyone actually feel being out here? Apart from cold. Mm-hmm. Sultry. Do you feel sultry?
No, I do.
Yeah, any of the words, yeah. Pop them on down.
Why is the questions being asked?
This is the 5 questions that we do for the world's largest ghost hunt. Carol?
Squeeze.
Okay, so Elvis is going well. Surely there's someone who's here in spirit that wants to connect. We had people connecting before. I think they might have followed the other group. You did? Okay, well, whoever it was that set off the rook there, the little red LEDs, if you could do that again, that would be absolutely awesome. We obviously come with the utmost respect and just would like to learn a little bit about you and about your time here. That's a frog. I used to know the name of that species of frog, but I can't remember it. Oh, what is it? It's a name that sounds like the noise they make. Nah. Yeah, gungle frog. I can't remember what it was.
Sounds like broken guitar strings.
Pencil. There you go. Communicate through pencil. Thank you, Deb. It's a pobblebonk. Is the type of frog.
Thanks, Deb. Pobblebonk.
Yeah. It's got to be the best made up name ever. So, yeah, you just know it was some scientist with a sense of humour went, yeah, it sort of sounds like pobblebonk. Pobblebonk.
It's probably exactly what happened.
Yeah. So either that or it was Mr. Pobblebonk that discovered it. All right.
I'm sure if you ask Sean, he'd know exactly what it is.
Pobblebonk, I love it. So we've got nothing going on.
Yeah.
Well, we've got time. I think I might go back into the customs office.
Yeah.
Because it's warmer in there too. So we're going to move to a slightly warmer location, Deb. All right, so basically head back up the stairs to go back into the station. So you guys all locals or Ballarat? Okay, cool. Watertown, cool. Did you see the post on Marketplace or cool?
Yeah. seen a couple of these looking up into the cells of your eye. Are you joking?
No, yeah, I just thought like it's
Yeah.
wasn't as cold sugar and walking upstairs.
Gone. Oh, it's here now. Oh, very strong too. This is a different one because it's too strong. It's different from the last one.
Were you a prisoner here?
He's angry. Anger. He's. Oh, he's. He likes girls. Look out. I'll say this. Yeah, he likes the girls. He's actually young girls.
Hold up. That's probably why.
Oh. He was in the other room the last group. He's very angry.
Are you angry?
The word that came together was relevant. Yes. Lady man.
In his territory, is that why you're angry?
He is angry because I think he's like that. But he obviously didn't know it was off. We're going to go into the cells. Want to come with us? You can show them. You can show us where you can. Come on. Let's go. Yep, let's go.
Draw it down.
Come on. Oh, here is all those.
Aren't you supposed to ask the question every group or?
I wonder it goes way off to the left and way off to the right.
Yes, yeah.
These aren't cells. These are apparently where the guards or the police would stand. But there's no lock-ups as such like with cell doors. Apparently, they settled into the wall. Okay. They're holding the wall for the they're only in here for a period of transportation from one train to the next. They stop, shifting to the next train, unload the prisoners, lock them up here. Passes off, passengers off, load the train up and whatever's going to the next one. Prisoners will back on again. Yeah. It's just sad and full of fear. Yeah.
Oop, we're on.
They're on. Okay. All right. Okay, so we'll try question 2 this one. What is the most important thing that you wish to tell us?
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Okay, you rabbit.
Rabbit. Out in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been on sort of farming.
Yeah.
Things, I think.
So there's spirits that like to communicate with us. And there's a sort of devices you can set off here in the room. And I know everyone here, I think I can speak for everyone, wouldn't mind a hand on the head or on the shoulder or something like that. If you'd like to make that contact, then that would be awesome.
Soft. Nestle.
Wave.
Has this been active as well?
Is that one playing up too? Ooh, right.
They did swap it over, didn't they? Sorry for the swap with the one we got.
That's did that?
Just to quickly interrupt you, I'm going to have to stop the broadcast and restart again. So we have a 2-hour window. We're just about at that 2-hour window. So if we disappear, don't move. We will be back. I just need to stop the broadcast and start a new one. So we will be back. Stay tuned.
Unfortunately.
She stopped this. Deb had to stop the broadcast.
Okay.
And do something. She's smiling.
We'll be back.
How does everyone feel being in this room?